Note, you must always close all HTML tags. To close your tag, you use this backslash, then the name of the tag, and close it. So now I'll create a title tag again, then close it. In the head tag, you create your title. That's title. VS Code will automatically close for you, since you are using VS Code. Now, the function of this title is to show information about the current page on the top of your web page, which will be found here. So now, if I were to give this a title, welcome to HTML. Welcome to HTML. I save it. Then after your head, that's after your head tag, there's still one more tag, which is your body. Close it as usual. So now, after the body, you just put this, then HTML. That's to close the whole document. So with this, you've created proper HTML body structure like this. This is how you create your proper structure. Your doc type first, your head, then in between your head you put your title. After your head, you put your body, then you close the whole document. So now let me explain what each part of this body does for you. Each part of this structure does for you. You see the head there. It contains the invisible part of your website. That includes your style sheets, which you are going to do later, but not now. It includes your style sheets, the link to your external scripts like your JavaScript and things like that. Also your title. But you see this body, everything visible to the user, that's everything the person using your page can see, is contained in this body part of your website. So now, here I've set my title to welcome to HTML. If I were to reload this here, you'll figure out that at the top of the tab here, welcome to the HTML will be written there. So now let me reload it so you can see it. Can you see? Welcome to HTML. That is my title. Now if I were to add simple text, that means anywhere in HTML, if you were to create a paragraph, you use your h1, your heading. If you were to create heading, you use your h1 tag, which will be defined as h1, then you close it as usual. You see it has closed it automatically. So now I'll type introduction to HTML as my heading. So now I typed introduction to HTML as my heading. If I reload the page now, you figure out it will show in your browser here. Can you see? Introduction to HTML. So now you can have as many headers as you want on your website, meaning you can have h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, but there's a clue to it. You see, anytime you use h1 is usually the biggest heading. So if you create another heading after h1 and you say h2, you will figure out that anything I write in h2 is smaller than the h1. Can you see? Can you see h2 is smaller than h1? Same thing follows. h3 will be smaller than h2, like that till h6. Note, h1 can appear multiple times on your website. It doesn't matter. It depends on what you are doing. h2 can also appear multiple times on your website. So now we move to paragraphs. To add a paragraph to your website, you use the p tag. And as usual, you must always close all your tags. So now, in your paragraph, I will say, welcome to your first HTML tutorial. So now if I run this, you figure out the paragraph 2 will show on our site. Can you see? Welcome to your first HTML tutorial. You see the paragraph is different from the headings. The headings are usually in bold, but the paragraph is just in normal plain text. So now from your paragraph we move to something more complex. Now, have you ever been to a website, perhaps maybe facebook.com, Instagram, then you want to click, you see a text that is underlined, and when you click it to take you to another page. Now to do that, you use the A tag. For example, now if I were to do it to make this tutorial take the user to another page, you use the A tag like this. A, then yes. Then you close your A tag here. So doing this alone won't change anything on your website, meaning no matter how much you click the tutorial, it won't do anything, because you can also use A as to create ordinary text on your web page. So now to link it to another page or website or resource, you use the href tag. So you say A in the first A tag, that's the A opening tag, you use href, that's href, then your equals to double quotes. So now you say the link of whatever you want. For example, mine will be instagram.com. Can you see? https instagram.com. Now if I refresh this, you will figure out it should turn this to purple or blue. Okay, if I come in. Can you see? It's now blue, telling us if you click this, it will take you to another page. Can you see it showed https instagram. So now if you click this, automatically it will change and go to instagram.com. Now if you notice, when it's changed, it took us away from our previous page and just showed instagram.com. Now if we want to do it to make it open the selected page in another tab totally, instead of it just erasing what we did, that's our previous web page, we now come here, we say targets, then you put equals, then as you just type blank underscore blank. This will automatically tell HTML that you don't want it to close this your web page, but instead open another tab for the link. So now if I refresh this and click the link, you will see instead of it closing my welcome to HTML page, it will take me to a new tab. So can you see? It opened a new tab, instagram.com. So now that's for your linking pages and things like that. Now let's move to images. Now to add image to your website, you use the image tag, that's img. So now that you just do this, open the tag, type img, then in your img tag you say src. Src is telling you the link, that's this the location of the source file, which is your image. So now you say src, you see this your src. Your image can be from anywhere. It can be from another website, it can be stored locally on your server, it can be on your computer, so far you put the right part. So now for example, I'm going to check, let me see if I have any image on my side. Okay, I do have an image, so fb.png. The reason why I put fb.png here like this is because this image is in the same location as my HTML file. If it were to be in another location, perhaps let's say it was in a totally different location, maybe my classes, I will just add dot dot, that's telling it to go backwards, that's search backwards for the file. But for now we won't touch that. Let's just load the image for now. So now if I reload this, it should show my image. Can you see? That's my image there. Now you can also add audio to your website using the audio tag, and that's very easy. You just come here, you say audio, then src, so now this is where you put the link to your audio. Let me see if I have any audio available. Okay, I do. So now as you can see, I've added my audio file. So now you close this and you open okay, is it closed already? Let me see. So after this, now there's something about this audio tag. Unlike the image, you know, the image you just type image src and you put the link, but for audio you have to specify 2 or 3 things. See, your audio, you can either set it to autoplay as soon as the user enters the website using the autoplay function. So you use autoplay, then you set it to on. So when you set it to autoplay on, automatically as soon as the website loads finish, you start playing the audio. So you should know autoplay is not supported on all browsers as usual. It depends on what kind of browser you are using. But there's also something else. When you put audio on your website, you can make controls available to the user, meaning the user should be able to play, pause, fast forward, rewind, increase the speed of the audio. So now to do that, you just put controls. If you notice before in our page here, it didn't show anything like audio, but now as soon as you refresh this, it should show something like an oval place with the play button and next. Can you see? You see it showed it already. So now you see I have access to pause, play, seek my music, and do other things like that, including increasing the speed, play speed. So now you can also make your audio loop, meaning after it plays finish, it will play again and keep on playing and playing and playing. But for that one, you use the loop tag, just LOOP, like that. So now you already know how to use your audio, your image, your paragraph. So let's try adding image from a totally different folder to our website. Normally I just use fb.png here because this image is in the same location as my HTML file. But if it is not in the same location, for example, let's say I were to copy from a website, image from a website, I'll go to my website, then let me see, let me just say can you see there are different images here? So I'll just select the one I want. So open the image in new tab. As you can see at the top here, no, let me not use this. Let me look for a site with the image instead. Yes. Coming on. So I'll go to the site containing the image, then I'll copy the link to the image, then add it to my website. So to do that, I don't know why this network is slow. This network is actually very slow. Okay, I've copied the image address that I want to use. So now all I have to do is paste the image address here. So now you see I've pasted the link to my image here. So now all I'll just do is save, then reload, then to show my image where necessary. Wow. Can you see? You see it showed my image and it's from a totally different site. Can you see I imported image from a totally different site? So now you can do the same for from audio. For audio, you can also import videos from perhaps YouTube or something to your website. So far you have the link and you know where to put it. Can you see? So this is from a totally different website. Now
You copy the link from your website.
So what I was telling you is you can add external images and external audio to your website. That's very easy. You go to where the image is, you copy the link of the image or copy the link of whatever you want to add to your website and you add it to it. So that will be all for the introduction to HTML.